Okay, picking the right software for your business can feel, well, impossible sometimes. And one of the absolute toughest choices is the Customer Relationship Management System, or CRM. So today, we're going to try and demystify that choice by following one travel business owner's incredible 14-year journey to find the perfect fit.
Now that's a pretty bold promise, right? This comes from the travel company owner whose story we're diving into. He spent almost a decade and a half wrestling with this problem. And his experience, he says, offers a solution that you just can't find by Googling it. So, let's see what he learned. We're really framing this as a personal quest. This isn't theoretical, it's a real-world story. It kicks off way back in 2010 and takes us all the way to today. And believe me, it is filled with mistakes, hard-earned lessons, and finally, some real clarity.
In this timeline, it shows you just how long and winding this road really was. The company gets founded in 2010. But look, that first attempt at a CRM doesn't even happen till 2013. And then it's abandoned just 2 years later.
So let's dig into that first attempt. I like to call this the custom-built CRM trap. And the subtitle here says it all. It was the free system that ended up costing an absolute fortune in time, energy, and lost opportunity.
You know, the initial idea was so tempting. A partner company comes along and offers a pre-built trip booking system completely free. I mean, on the surface, that sounds like a dream come true, right? No upfront cost, a system that's supposedly ready to go. What could possibly go wrong?
And let's be clear, this wasn't some cheap piece of software they were being offered. The partner had already poured tens of thousands of euros into building it. So from the outside, it looked solid. It looked like a well-funded, serious platform. The stakes were already pretty high.
So why did it all fall apart so spectacularly? Well, the core problem was a total misalignment. The system was built for selling tons of cheap, simple trips. But this company? They sold expensive, highly customized packages that required a lot of back and forth. It was a completely different business model. The payment setup was also all wrong. High commissions on every online payment just ate away at their margins on these big-ticket trips. Plus, it was way too complicated for the staff. It was built on an obsolete platform with no upgrade path, and customizing it would have cost a fortune. It was, simply put, the right tool for the totally wrong job.
All right, so after that custom-built disaster, the owner did what a lot of people do. He turned to what seemed like a safer bet, a popular one-size-fits-all CRM from a big, trusted brand. This is a very common path for businesses to take. And here's where you see the big trade-off. For all the basic stuff, managing leads, tracking deals, assigning tasks, it actually worked fine. But it was completely missing the specialized tools a travel business desperately needs. Things like creating automated quotes, building custom itineraries, handling complex bookings. All of that critical work was still being done manually. We're talking spreadsheets and PDFs. So much for saving time.
Okay, so if a custom system is a trap and a general system is a major compromise, then the answer has to be a travel CRM from one of the big tech companies, right? Surely they've got this figured out. Well, this leads us to one of the most critical warnings in this entire story.
Beware of marketing hype. Seriously, these big CRM companies have enormous marketing budgets, and they are masters at making their very general, one-size-fits-all tools look like they were tailor-made just for your industry.
Let's call this what it is, travel-themed marketing. Here's how it works. You search for a travel CRM, you land on this gorgeous web page with pictures of beaches and airplanes, and it uses all the right buzzwords. But here's the trick, and it's a simple one. Just go check their main homepage. More often than not, you'll see they're just a generic CRM that threw together a pretty landing page to lure you in. It's not a truly specialized product. Okay, let's get to the third act of this quest, the hunt for a true specialist. Now, wiser from all these past mistakes, the owner knew exactly what he was looking for, a CRM built from the ground up specifically for travel. But guess what? This opened up a whole new can of worms. So even when he narrowed it down to specialist software, it was still tough. See, most of these CRMs were built for travel agents who just resell pre-made packages. They weren't for tour operators who build custom trips from scratch. Many of them didn't have flexible itinerary builders. On top of that, a lot of the best-looking options were based in the US and were just way too expensive. And the idea of trying to patch together a separate itinerary builder with a CRM, well, that's just an integration nightmare waiting to happen.
So where did this all lead? After 14 years of searching, what was the final answer for this travel company owner? His needs were so specific, so unique, that he finally decided the only way to get the perfect tool was to build it himself. He set out to develop his own software for travel agents and small tour operators, which he actually offers to other businesses now.
But hold on, you don't have to go out and build your own software. The real gold here is in the lessons he learned along the way. So, let's pivot and turn this incredible 14-year story into some practical, actionable advice for your CRM decision. This table really lays out your three main paths pretty clearly. You can think of it like this. Custom built gets you that perfect tailored fit, but wow, the cost is high and it takes forever. Non-specialized is cheaper and flexible, but you totally lose out on specialization. And then there's travel-specific software. You get high specialization and dedicated support, but it can cost more and might be less flexible than a generic tool. As you can see, everything is a trade-off. So what does this all mean for you? Well, it really boils down to these 6 key steps. 1. Know your niche. I mean, really know it. What works for one company won't work for yours. 2. Plan for change. Your business will evolve, so your CRM needs to be able to evolve with it. 3. Choose focus over features. Don't get seduced by a million tools you'll never use. 4. Evaluate the support. Will they actually be there for you when something goes wrong? 5. Be realistic about setup time, especially with a general tool. It's a huge investment. And 6. Measure the true cost. It's not just the monthly fee. It's the hours and hours of your team's time.
And that really just leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. The entire point of software is to save you time, not become another job that consumes it. After that initial setup, it should make your life dramatically easier. So take a hard look at your tools. Is your software really doing that for you?